We're here with Tommy Johnson for a fast minute to get to know you a bit, some probing questions. So, you're scared. Are you a boxers or a briefs guy?
Both, boxer briefs.
Boxer briefs?
Yeah.
Any special race underwear?
Yeah, actually Under Armour at the racetrack. I have Under Armour. Yeah, it gets hot.
Cool. Alright, so if you could invite 5 people to a dinner party, dead or alive, who would you choose?
Boy, that's a good question. I don't know. Well, you, of course. I don't know. I don't really have any idols or people I'd want to... Bill Clinton. I'd like to have Bill Clinton. Yeah. Maybe, let me think. The rest of them probably have to be women. Yeah, really pretty women, yeah.
Interesting dinner party.
Yeah.
What was your first job? Flipping burgers?
Yes, it was actually flipping burgers. I worked at McDonald's when I was 16 for about 4 months. And I was gone so much racing that they said it wasn't going to work out because I was never there to work.
So you got fired from McDonald's?
Well, I chose to leave.
Right. Yeah. That's a very diplomatic way of saying it. What food would you choose for your last supper?
Probably steak and potatoes. Yeah.
Simple man?
Yeah, simple. Midwest. I grew up in the Midwest. That's a simple guy.
Who's your favourite racer to race against?
Race against. I always liked racing John Force. It was always, he brought you up. He's tough, and you always had to step it up a notch, But yeah, definitely Force was tough. And back in the day, I used to like racing the Prudhomme, and then I ended up driving for him. So it was kind of neat to. He was one of the toughest competitors, and then ended up working for him and driving for him. So it was kind of cool.
Funny how things play out.
Yeah.
If you could choose an era to live in, what area would you live in?
The 60s, 70s era would have been pretty cool. I mean, I like what I'm doing right now, but if you had to choose another one, it would probably be to race fuel cars back in the 60s and 70s, back when they all were touring and doing match races, and when all the cars had nicknames. Every the drivers had nicknames, the Snake and the Mongoose, and that was cool days. So I'd like to go back and do that.
So obviously you can't drive a top fuel car every day. What's your road car?
I'm pretty boring. I have a SUV. A Yukon Denali. So I don't drive fast. It doesn't pay. After you've gone 330 miles an hour, yeah.
It's not that exciting on the road.
It's not that big a deal.
What about a guilty pleasure?
I kind of overindulge on peanut M&Ms most of the time.
Really?
Yeah, I have a bad habit with those. Yeah, they're. I could actually live on those and them alone.
Good thing we keep a bucket down here then.
Yeah, I was pretty. Put a smile on my face to see a bucket here.
In the movie of your life, what actor would play you?
I don't know. I can't remember the guy's name. Everybody tells me, used to tell me I look like him, so I can't think of his name. I played with William Shatner on a show. He was a lawyer. Boston Legal was the name of the show.
I know who you're talking about.
I don't remember his name, but that's who played me.
No, good. So you've been in Australia 3 days now?
Yeah, 3 or 4, yeah.
What's your favourite thing about it so far?
I don't know.
Besides the workshop?
I've been to the workshop. That's it. That's, the people are so nice. Everybody's so nice. And I've traveled and raced in, this is the 6th different country I've raced the top fuel car in, and this is one of the few that they speak English. So that would be my favorite thing, to be able to communicate with everybody. And the other countries I'd go to and had no idea what they were saying. So the people were so nice, and then be able to communicate and just, talk with them and get a little history of the country and of the sport of drag racing in this country. Yeah.
So obviously you've raced funny car and top fuel. What's your favorite out of both of those?
Either one I like, but there's a big difference. The dragsters are an awesome ride. You're out in the open, you're low to the ground, and really feel the speed. But you don't have to drive it too hard. You have to be real finesse and really ease it down the track. The funny car, you have to drive. I mean, you have to work the wheel, and you've got to drive it. It never wants to go straight, and I like that challenge. I would have to say funny car is just a little bit ahead of it, but either one of them is if it's got nitro and it runs, I'll do it.
Do you have a ritual that you do before each race?
No, I used to when I was younger. I used to think I'd wear the same T-shirt or whatever every weekend, but that didn't work. So yeah, no, I always put my left glove on first. I don't know if it's superstition or just habit.
There you go. So finish this sentence for me. If I wasn't a drag racer, I would be.
I've been asked that question before. I don't have an answer for it because there's no choice. I didn't leave any options. So.
Except flipping burgers.
Yeah, well, that didn't last either. So, Yeah, I didn't want anything to get in the way, so I didn't have any alternatives. So maybe it wasn't the smartest move, but it's paid off so far.
Good. All right, so that's our Fast Minute with Tommy Johnson.